Hi guys, Nadeja here. Welcome to Couch Chronicles. If it's your first time joining me, welcome. If you are returning to my channel, thank you so much for joining me on Couch Chronicles. Wanted to talk to you guys today about the whole concept of falling in love, but not being able to stay in it. Why is that? Why are people able to get to that point of happiness and joy and the peak of butterflies and hopefulness with each other? But why is it so hard to stay there? This question or that comment came up on this panel that I'm about to do on March 7th, 2026, guys. There's going to be a Zoom. I've advertised it on my YouTube channel. I've also advertised it on my Facebook and my Instagram. So if you guys see the flyer, please join us. It's a free Zoom session on Saturday, March the 7th. We're going to be discussing life after divorce, because all of us, it's 6 of us on the panel, all 6 of us, it's actually 7, are divorced. And we're going to be talking about things along those lines. But why is it that people can fall in love but don't stay in love? I think actually what happens is love is a choice. I had someone tell me that a long time ago, and I actually heard it as well. Love is a choice, guys. You choose to love somebody, because when I saw this, I saw this video where this man was talking about the 5 things that he would tell his daughters about love. Love is not what the fairy tale, Lifetime, and Hallmark, and happily ever after Hollywood movies tell us. Marriage is not that. The wedding is what's glorified, unfortunately. The wedding is what's glorified. And I believe that people have unrealistic expectations of each other. And when that person fails to meet the expectations that we have for them, we don't like them anymore. I'm a victim of that. I'm sure I've let a lot of people down in dating, and a lot of people have let me down too. So how do you get to a point or a place where you stay happy with each other, excited about each other, where things can stay, like some things stay new? You're going to get used to each other after a while, and then there's going to be a time where you know that person. And I have to correct myself, because in one of my videos I said you date to get to know someone. A man taught me that you should date to have fun, because then that's why the dating stops. Because once he gets to know you and learns a lot about you, now y'all are comfortable. Now he's not trying to take you out anymore. Because it's like, why am I taking you out to get to know you? I know you now. You know me. Do something else. But if you guys say, I want to go out to have fun, I want to date to have a good time, let's just keep dating to have fun and have a good time. Not that that's all you guys' purpose is or goal is together, but the fact that that is, in fact, what you guys are doing. Let's go do some things together and have fun. Let's not just sit in the house and Netflix and chill. But instead, let's go ahead and get together and go have fun. Let's get out the house. Let's go do something together that we like, that'll help build us together. But my point is, why do people fall in love but don't stay there? And I truly believe that the answer is the fact that people have unrealistic expectations. Then we have a lot of our minds, ladies, we've been duped. We have been completely tricked, bamboozled, hoodwinked to think that everything is about the work up to the wedding. But what happens when the wedding's over, guys? What happens when real life marriage starts? What happens when there are financial issues? What happens when a parent is not well? What happens when a spouse is not well? What happens when a child is not well? What happens when life throws you curveballs and you actually have to be there for that person when it's not the prettiest? What happens when you have to be strong for somebody and they take ill? What happens when you have to be there when it's not all laughs and giggles and romance? What do you do then? The guy in the video, 5 things I would tell my daughter about marriage, said, I had to tell my daughters, and this is number 1, that one day you're going to look at the person that you married and feel nothing. I literally paused the video when he said that, and I was like, oh my God. How many of us have been victims of not feeling anything or feeling numb and saying, oh, this is over. I don't feel anything for them anymore. This can't be love anymore. I've fallen out of love with them because I don't feel the butterflies anymore. I don't feel happiness when I look at them anymore. How many of us have felt that in actual relationships and thought, this is over. We need to get a divorce. I need to find somebody new that I can feel butterflies with. If you chase butterflies, guys, I'm not a relationship expert, but I have had enough experience to know that if all you do is chase butterflies, you will forever be single, chasing the, what do they call that? The romance phase, the first 3 to 6 months of a relationship where it's brand new and it's fun and it's exciting. But how do you build a long-term relationship or even a marriage off of that? And I want to hear what y'all have to think. How do people fall in love and stay there? First of all, I think it's wrong to term fall in love. I think falling is something that people don't do on purpose. Falling is something that happens on accident. I think that love should be intentional. I think that love should be calculated. I think that love should be for a purpose. I think that you should entertain people for a purpose and a reason. I think that you should have your life laid out to the point where you know what you're looking for. That's what I think. And again, I'm not a relationship expert, but on my channel, I feel like I have the right to give my opinion. And I want to hear yours too. So tell me what y'all think. Why can people fall in love but not stay there? Is it true that we have unrealistic expectations? What do you think? Let me know. Comment, like, and subscribe.